Hey, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm on early. I would say that's going to be early. So I'm going to X out this one live because I had two for some reason. Hi, Stephen. Oh, and here I go. My internet is going funky, but we're going to hope that it stays good. And we're going to meet with Boots and Back. We check the internet. The boss is going to check the internet. I sound like I'm in a tunnel. Okay, but I'm buffering.
Here, I'll get off.
Are you on the YouTube? Oh, he's on the YouTube. Okay. Well, today I mowed the lawn and I checked a bunch of stuff that I needed to do for the weekend. Ah, okay, let's try this again. Well, I'm living on the plain water creation road, becoming me. Crazy as Homestead, Stephen Davis, Boots and Bonnie's in the house. So let's bring Boots and Bonnie's on because they're on their way to a dance class. Hey,
Hey y'all.
we're so happy to have you on the channel today.
Thank you, ma'am. We're excited to be here.
So
Can we sing a song?
tell me, how did you get the name of your homestead?
Well, it didn't take a whole lot of names to choose from, I don't guess, because we wanted to provide mainly a way of teaching people about gardening and eventually getting into bigger animals and such. And my main focus right now is going to be with gardening and herbs and stuff. And so that was the bounty part of it. And then we got into doing a whole lot more dancing, and a whole lot of people wanted us to teach dancing. So that's where the boots come in, and it kind of just rolled off the tongue whenever you said it. So that's just kind of how it came up, how it came together. So
I love it. Let me say hi to some people coming in. Hey, Roy's Homestead, Vineyard Chicks, Blackberry Rock, MT Homestead. Hello. Thank you for coming. Do y'all have your YouTube on, your volume on? Because I'm getting feedback. No.
Hang on. Let me check one thing.
Oh, you went sideways.
Yeah, hang on a second.
She's trying to see if make sure her YouTube is turned down.
Okay, how's that?
Wickershire Project. Way better. Yes, thank you so much. So
okay, I didn't have my volume up, but I still had the app open.
I gotcha. Yeah, I do that too. I try not to. I'm learning. It's a learning process. We're homesteaders. We're not professionals.
That's right. I don't do technology worth nothing.
Oh, I suck at it. Hi, Bunky. I love you. Homestead Aquarius is in the house. Wickershire Project. Hello, y'all. So what made y'all get into homesteading? Have you always done it?
I grew up in it. That's just the way my family did. My mom's family, we rode horses and such, and did a whole lot of home cooking and different things like that. And then my dad's family, they were, working in the fields and, growing everything themselves. So we're going to have a big shadow across us parking over here.
I figure we'll get ready to go in.
Oh, okay. And so, I mean, I've just grown up doing it. My dad did it. My mom canned everything, and
Didn't get a seat.
I don't know. It just comes second nature to me. And now Stephen, on the other hand, is right the opposite.
Yeah.
He never did any of this.
Well, I did when I went to
Show us
grandparents.
Steven's face. We can't see him.
Hang on a second. He's driving.
There you go. There you go.
I did some when I would go to my grandparents' house. Like we would, pick peas and we go see the animals and stuff like that. But as far as doing it at our house, we didn't do that. We would go just get it from the store and all that. So it's kind of, I'm having to learn as it goes. So because I don't know all this either. So it's a learning game for me. When people try to ask me questions, I'm like, I don't know. I have to ask, and then I have to ask her because I just don't know those kind of things yet.
Yeah, he watches my videos and learns while he's editing.
We're totally green. I mean, we've been doing this for maybe 5 years or so, and it's a learning process, and you have successes and failures, and
it is. And the whole reason why we started, or I initially started the YouTube channel, was because so many people was wanting to learn, just in our community around here. They was wanting to learn, and there was no way I could go to everybody's house and show them how to do everything. And I was like, this would be a way just for me to teach people in the area. And then it started going outside the area, and then I started meeting all of you guys on here, and then got involved in a bigger community for a broader broadcast of teaching other people. Well, then then it turned into like over the winter, because there's not a whole lot of people that are doing a whole lot of gardening and stuff for the winter time. And so then people were, since we were dancing more, they were like, well, why don't you come and teach? And I was like, well, I taught 20 years ago, and then we started teaching last year, and COVID hit, and so all of our places that we taught closed down for a while. And I said, well, I'm going to use this platform to go ahead and start teaching the line dances. That way it'll be easier for me to tell somebody, hey, I've got this video out. If you want to learn this dance, just go check it out. And so then over the winter time is when I started videoing all of the line dances and stuff. And then now we're getting back into the gardening and all that stuff now that everything's growing back.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch your line dancing, because I used to have a wicked line dancing that I could do. But It's been many years, many years. And actually, when Kevin and I met, we went line dancing, and we had so much fun.
I've line danced ever since I was 5 years old, and Stephen never did. And then my kids wanted to learn, so I taught everybody. I started last November. So we've all been dancing about a year. And
that's awesome.
So everybody loves watching Logan. That's the big kicker. We're here at one of the dance barns now. We're fixing to go in at 7. And a lot of people just come to watch Logan because he just I don't know, gets it naturally. It's just natural.
Yeah. Let me say hi to some people. Hi, Donna Briggs, and Roy's Homestead Bees, Arizona Kid, Move North Homestead, Beat Me Up Scotty, hello, Homestead Aquarius, a Rusty Pepper, hello. Yeah, I was so excited to have y'all on here because your channel is so versatile and you have so many things. Big Dreams Homestead, one of my first members of my channel. Thank you for coming, Anne Marie.
Big Dreams, you line dance?
I don't know. Do you line dance, Anne Marie?
We
That
need
would
to
be
have a line dance
fun.
collab.
I love when they did that one, where everyone got demonetized from it, and
Well, see, that
oh gosh,
on our videos, you'll see one that has a tutorial and then one with music. We don't care if we, don't get paid for it later on with the one with the music,
yeah,
but we have the tutorial that doesn't have any music on it, so we do half and half.
yeah. I I think the first dance I ever went to was at a barn. I
Mhm.
was probably about 12 or 13, and there's all these country folk with cowboy boots and cowboy hats on, and I thought, oh Lord, what did I get into? Conrad, hello. I was so freaked out. And then this boy asked me to dance, and I go, I don't know. Oh, he goes,
Yeah.
just follow me. And we had the best time. And I was hooked from
Good.
then on. Yeah, it was fun. But tell us what kind of animals y'all are raising.
Right now, well, right now we personally just have chickens. We have 18 chickens. And that's only because we're actually still in the city. So
Yeah,
we have less than an acre, and so I'm learning and planning on what's coming next because Steven's in college full time. I'll work full time, and so in a couple of years, once he gets a really good job established, then we're planning on moving to the next county over and buying a whole bunch of land and building our a big farm there, and that's where we're going to do
awesome.
the goats and the pigs and stuff like that. And I don't really want to get into cows, but maybe want to be fine later down the road. But
I do. I
Steven's
want
back.
some
I'm back
cows.
now.
And so yeah, we're just doing chickens, and animals are not our big suit as of right now. Just because we're in the city, so I want to focus on teaching people how to grow your own food, because all in all, if you can't grow your own food, you can't take care of animals, because you've got to be able to provide food for yourself and for your animals if worse comes to worse. So you've got to be able to learn how to
Yes.
grow. But
Excellent.
on the other
Excellent.
end as well, you've got to be able to preserve it. You're going to grow all this stuff and you're going to take all the time to do it. Well, what about winter time? Because you're not going to have corn in the winter. You're not going to be growing tomatoes in the winter. So you've got to learn
Yep.
how to preserve it and use it for later. And that's how I wanted to get started, to show people how to put up your own food, because like we all went through last year, if you didn't grow food,
Oh,
some people didn't have food. So,
yep.
I was very lucky to be some of the fewer that know how to preserve and can and dehydrate and ferment and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So that's what I want to teach primarily
Yes.
right now.
Yes. That's good because we have to, when you get on film, you always see the hairs. Okay, I'm done. Uh, I had it all sorted out before the video started, but I want to say hi to Robert Castleberry, PAD Life. Hello. And I want to say hi to my friend Kathleen at My Alabama Farm Life. Conrad Homestead. Pafford is in the house. Stephen Davis.
That's me.
And
Steven,
That's
that's
me.
you. Ah,
we
yeah.
got chat right here.
Stephen
We're reading
Davis is in
chat.
the house. But you do. I've I've always been afraid of pressure canning. I did it once. I busted a bottle when I did meat, and it freaked me out.
Yeah.
But I am convinced this is the year that I will pressure can meat
Yep.
and all the things that need to be pressure canned. And
Yep.
hi Lori, I'm not going to be intimidated by it anymore. I'm going to do it
You
and
can.
I'm going to be successful. I know I just had a faulty jar. I know that's what it was, or I, screwed something up in the process. But I love to dehydrate. I dehydrate a lot of our food. And I love to do that, but it's time to put my big girl pants on and pressure can. I water bath everything I possibly can, but
Yeah.
pressure canning has been my demise. So this
Hey,
year,
water
uh,
bathing I don't do a whole lot of except for just my jams and jellies. I pressure can everything.
oh, see, now I water bath my pasta sauce, my tomato sauce, my pickles, all that
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah. So, but I am a coward, admittedly, when it comes to the pressure canner, and I've had it, and I've only used it once. So now, Page Family Homestead did an excellent tutorial on how to do it, and now I'm confident I can do it. So I'm gonna tackle it. I'm gonna video it. I don't care if everything blows up in the pot or not. Oh, Robert, thank you so much. Oh my God.
I
Y'all,
was
see,
Go ahead, go
that
ahead.
just makes me want to cry. Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
hope we get to meet in person one day too. Thank you for that.
There's that
Doing things
north.
different. Amy and Kenny. Kenny and Angie. Hello. So we're talking about doing a um, that big gardening collaboration called Shed Wars.
Yeah.
Using a meetup for it. And Angie and I are going to start plugging away at it. So I hope so. We had some bad
Oh wow.
blew up the bottom. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened to me too, Roy. And I was like so frustrated with it. And I have those meat in the jar, and I'm gonna dump them out. I'm gonna clean the jars. I'm never gonna eat it because I'm petrified of eating it. I don't want to die. So, what a shed wars. Robert, Homestead Aquarius, my captain, my mentor. Homestead Shed Wars is a global gardening collaboration, and we teach people to grow food, raise animals. Uh, we teach people how to do all sorts of things, plant flowers, plant vegetables. We teach people everything we can possibly teach people so they can learn to grow. Because right now, don't y'all agree that we need to learn how to grow our own food? I mean, more than ever, we need to learn to grow our own food. So, yeah. I was given Diana at Move North. We canned pears.
hmm
Pears? Was it pears? Yeah, I think it was pears. And she's got this bad to the bone canner. It's so easy to use. And I don't have that canner, but hers was super easy to use. And so I went over there. I drove to her house, and I went over there, and we canned.
Hey.
Yeah, it was pears, and they turned out so good.
Get off the horn, man.
But
Logan and them is going inside to get us a seat, so we're sitting outside talking to you guys.
oh, gotcha. So when did you start your YouTube channel?
Last year, June 1st.
June
June
1st.
Oh, I
Nice.
just said I did.
You did. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So,
I wanted to say too, since we did a lot of the line dancing over the winter time, I told Stephen one of the things I wanted to do is not only gardening, homesteading specifics, but I want to expand in the wintertime to doing sewing or crocheting or stuff like that people really need life skills for, how to sew on a button, how to tack something up, to sew with your hand, because I do alterations for the public. I took over my mom's business. She's done it forever. I think that's about the only job she's really ever had. But I do alterations for the public. And I was like, there are people out there that they say all the time, I don't know how to sew on a button. Well, I want to teach somebody that.
Yeah,
And so
it's amazing though how many people do.
Yeah, I want to do a series over the winter of just basic sewing life skills that people need to have.
Brutus is pale in the way. He's like a little kid. Hey Tim, Ridge Life, how are you, my friend? It's really interesting that there's so many things that we know how to do, but we discount it and we don't do videos. We're doing a video on how to install a window because my husband's a glazier. And I just filmed it. It's not, you got the scoop, y'all. I just filmed it. It's not even out on YouTuber. So, it's things that you just take for granted that so many people would like to know. I mean, sewing a button, you think, oh, that's easy. But a lot of people don't know how to sew a button on. And they don't know how to trim or sew a seam in a pant,
Right.
And
or make curtains out of sheets.
Yes. And you can make gorgeous curtains out of sheets. It's so nice. Oh, thank you, my Aussie Garden and Kitchen. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Y'all, don't make me cry now. I don't want to go in the ugly cry right now. I am a big softie. When I got my first super chat, I had to blank out and cry and wipe my eyes. Yeah. But anyway, those don't discount what you have to video because it can be very important.
Yeah. And I was thinking earlier today, I've got so much information to throw out there that it may take me 3 or 4 years, and I don't want somebody to skip over not, becoming part of our family and our homestead now and miss out on what I'm going to teach later, and I've got, like I said, I've got so much stuff to share. I'm just like, my head's exploding. I've got so many generations packed in here that that I just want to tell you everything at once, but I can't do that, so I'm trying to break it down into series and figure out when to share it, but it'll just take time.
Yeah, it does. Hi, Emma at Sunny's Place. How are you? And Beam Me Up Scotty was saying, like, a lot of people don't know how to tie a line on a pole. And Kevin is a avid fisherman, and he can teach us those things. Actually, he thought about starting his channel for fishing, and I've been encouraging him, but he hasn't done it yet. But okay, Tim, thanks for coming by. Anyway, but just teaching different lines to tie. I always do a Texas knot. It drives him nuts because that's what I do. I don't care what I'm fishing for, but that's what I tie because that's the easiest thing for me to tie, And he's got all these fancy knots, and I'm like, nah. But his lines are better, So, and I just want to tell Pafford Homestead real quick, I haven't tasted your jelly yet. I cannot wait. We're going to have it this weekend.
I haven't either. I've got one
excited. Oh, I love it. I love it. Morris Patch of Heaven, hello, Ed. Thank you. I am crazy, Ed. I am. I'm cray. Food form. Who came in? Food forest.
Permaculture.
Morris Patch of Heaven. Hello. Great to have you, my friends. I just I love homesteading, and I love to be able to share my knowledge. Hi, Arkansas Pilgrim. How are you? And so, what do y'all think out of your videos? What do you think was the most valuable video you have ever done?
I don't even remember.
I think
I don't go back and watch them, so I don't.
I don't
I just
either.
make them.
a lot of it, I guess, would either be the doing the raised beds, because there's so many different forms you can do, whether you use railroad ties or just, landscaping timber, or just, pile up an old log or whatever, in different forms of compost you can use. We built quite a few of those, and
It was starting a new bed, and I was showing hugelkultur and lasagna style, and different things like that. I was showing and trying to either show you or verbally teach you about the different methods on starting a new bed. Because when I started last year, it was like I said, it was June 1st. I had a lot of my garden already done, so I just kind of started out with the garden tours, how to care for this or that, and I don't know. I'm still growing in my channel, so I've like I said before, I got a lot to teach, but I like cooking from scratch. I do a segment in my channel that's Casey's Kitchen, and I am going to do more this year on cooking out of the garden, cooking out of the pantry, what you put up, fresh cooking. Go open the refrigerator. What do you have? Pull it out, throw it in a skillet, kind of
Yes.
cooking. That's what I
Yes.
do. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. They've got to have a recipe, or they've got to have their phone or Pinterest or something like that. And I want to show them, you can put certain things together and swap different things out and make these wonderful dishes.
Yes. Some of the best meals are made that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I call them garbage dinners.
Yeah.
Because garbage dump
Yes.
dinners. I dump everything but the kitchen sink in there, and they
Yep.
are fabulous. I mean, they're
Yep.
so full
I'll
of
ask her what
vitamins.
she calls it, and she can't even give me a name. She said, "I don't know. It's just
No.
random stuff I grabbed out of the refrigerator."
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
they'll say, "Can you make that again?" I'm like, I don't even remember what I put in it. I don't even know that I have everything. I just did it.
exactly. I know, exactly. I was trying to wipe up a black spot that's on your screen in your truck. I thought it was on my
Where's
screen.
that?
The black spot on this movie screen.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, I thought it was on my screen.
That's the remote sensor.
Yeah.
Things difference that they call those pantry cleanouts.
Pantry cleanouts, yeah.
Exactly.
Rusty kitchen sink supper.
Well, if people are growing everything and they're putting this stuff up, they may not know how to use it. And that's where I want to do like more pantry meals this year, and do a pantry clean out kind of thing, because I'm fixing to be putting up a whole lot more. But to pull these things out of my pantry and say, this is a video we canned last year, and this is how we're going to use it,
Yes.
and kind of show how to use it.
Yeah, and I still swear those are the best meals. Hi, Patty at the Tinker's Wife. So glad to have you. Yeah, I think those are the most fabulous meals in the whole wide world. They're so flavorful, and I could never keep up with the recipe unless I was videoing it while I went. And I don't measure anything. I mean, I'm like, I was taught a pinch here, a slap there, a handful. Yeah.
A dash. How big is a dash? We have not
A
figured out what
dash.
a dash is.
Yeah. So when I do my videos, I'm like, it could be 2 tablespoons. I don't know. Just take a handful and throw it in there. Whatever tastes good to you, that's what you need right there.
Yep.
Hey, Niecy at Freehandly Made. Hi.
There was one interesting thing the other day that I didn't think about it when I started my YouTube channel. I thought about, I've got one in college, I've got one going into high school, and then I've got a third grader. So I'm thinking, if something was to happen to me, I would like for them to have my recipes, even though they're not written down, or I can, video and show my children how I cooked. Well, something happened the other day that I didn't think about it happening as soon as it did. But my daughter was at a friend's house and she texted me, and I was outside doing something and my phone was inside, and I found it like an hour later. And she was trying to figure out my biscuits and what to set the oven on or whatever. And I told her, I said, well, you carry me around with you on the phone, right? You can go to my YouTube channel and you can look that up. And she was like, well, I did. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, good.
So yeah. Hi, Ann. Yeah, I made if I had videoed it, it would have been I would have labeled it my disastrous pie crust. It was so bad. I mean, it turned out good. I had all the ingredients in there, but if you had seen it, it was disastrous. Hi, Mike that came in. It was so bad. And I've made pie crust before, and they were nowhere near, I don't know. Well, okay, so I got a new blender, right? And I'm learning, it says pulsate it for 10 times for a second. Well, no, it didn't work out. I should have just left it running and mixed the batter. And so you learn. But yeah, I'm challenged when it comes to batters. And like I could do pizza crust. I can do pie crust. I just won't ever do it that way again. And it needed more water than what it called for. But it was pretty I mean, to me, it was disastrous. But once I added some more water and got it more consistent, it turned out fine. But if you had seen it, you would have been going, "Oh God, yeah."
Well, see, there are some people out there that, and my mom told me this last year. She said, Casey, you need to take it back to basics cooking and teach people how to crack an egg, how to separate an egg. Because, I mean, in my generation, there are people that do not cook because their parents never cooked, because grandma was always there to cook and they never learned. Because
or they went to a restaurant.
That's when it started coming out. It was convenience and people got busy. Well, they never learned how to cook. So now I feel sorry for, women and guys my age that can't even, scramble eggs. My 8-year-old can. He had for 2 years. And I'm like, that's at least basic, that you need to learn how to scramble an egg or make a piece of toast or something.
Yes.
Just in case everything closes down,
Again.
Yeah.
And so I want to do that. I started a series last year and I did like my biscuits. I even did gravy, like white country gravy, and it was something else that I did. And then I got busy canning. So I got to go back to that and kind of continue on that, just doing simple stuff. But
go ahead. No, go ahead.
We made a pie crust the other night. Me and my daughter Emma, she's always in the kitchen with me. And I'm fixing to do a video on that because that was the first time I had made that recipe and we absolutely loved it. And so I'm fixing to share that with y'all pretty soon.
Oh, good. Good. Hi, Eric.
Chicken pot pie crust.
Chicken pot pie crust.
Oh, yeah. We love chicken pot pie. Oh, my God. I love it. We're about to process our second batch of chicken. So thank God.
I wanted to
because they're nasty.
We don't have enough room in our yard right now to do chickens. Except for the ones we got.
I have to move them every day. And when they get bigger, what we experienced last year is you have to move them twice a day because they are nasty. They're nasty. But you know what? They sure do taste good. And there's nothing like going in your freezer and pulling out your own home-raised organic chicken. That's fabulous. This year we're going to cut ours up into different parts. So we left them whole last year, but this year we're going to do it.
Hey, Pafford Homestead.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Logan.
I like your hat. Man, I like that hat. You're welcome. You like
Well-
my hat? I got a baseball.
Got baseball. I got baseball.
Good
I'll
hat's a good
trade
hat.
you.
Ooh.
I don't care.
No,
You
you
know
don't
what?
want me.
One thing that we do in our family, you know, being that my dad's family was all raised, you know, to be sustainable and on farms and stuff, is that we do family like crop sharing kind of thing where I grow something and then my dad grows something and then my cousins grow something and we all kind of swap and we help each other out. And, you know, if somebody has a bigger piece of land where we can plant sweet potatoes, we use that and then we all share it.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that helps all out a lot. And then I have a cousin that processes hogs in the fall and in the winter. And so that's where we get a lot of our sausage from, you know, so we don't have to do everything ourselves. You know, we all swap and trade and help each other out. And so
Yeah.
that we feel very lucky to have that. And I'm glad God put me in the family that he put me in, because otherwise I wouldn't know all this.
Yes, yes. Well, we've been blessed with our friends at Move North Homestead because her husband was a butcher. And I said, well, we'll buy the pig and we'll raise the pig here because we have the land and the structure for it. And Butch can come and teach us how to butcher a pig. So the end of this month, we'll be butchering our 2 pigs, sausage and savory. And
Yay.
I'm so excited. I love the learning process of doing it. I'm humbled that God has given those animals their life to sustain us. And I just feel so blessed. And the chickens, the same thing. Anything that feeds our family and helps sustain us is just, to me, such an incredible blessing. And I love to learn new skills, and butchering, of course, is one of those skills that I want to know, because you don't want to do it wrong, you know.
Right. And Miss Patty, Tinker's wife, we do harvest everything together. We kind of like pick a day after everybody's off work and go out there. And if you look back on, it was around September of last year, I think it was, we did our sweet potato harvest. And so you'll see throughout the summer, I think it was about June, we all went out and planted it, planted all the sweet potato slips and everything. And excuse the video because it was in my earlier days, but just an example of how we do it, you know. And we go out there and plant everything, and then whenever we go back, we heal them all up and we harvest everything, and we do it all together, and then we kind of split it up, and everybody takes theirs home, and we do it again next time.
I struggle. I have a question. Do you till, or do you prefer doing hugelkultur? Because I know what my answer is. It's what we've done for years. But what do you till, or do you just do hugelkultur, or do you back to Eden, or how do you garden?
Well, okay, being in West Tennessee, we're lucky enough that we have cotton gins. The what we call gin trash, and Fitz and I have a video come out about this tomorrow.
Awesome.
Is our gin trash that we go collect. Well, we do gin trash and horse manure in it's kind of like raised beds.
Okay.
And so we do that for our garden beds, and then for our new beds that we're making, our raised beds that we have videos coming out about, we're doing hugelkultur. And that's really simply because we needed to fill in some space so we didn't have to keep getting gin trash. But I know it's going to break down later and it's going to provide nutrients. But back to what I was saying is, you know, we're lucky enough to have the gin trash available that's going to break down, and it is like, you know, gold. It is so black when it breaks down, and it'll be next year and it'll be perfect, you know, ready to go. But I plant in it, you know, as soon as I get it, I plant stuff in it, and I never have to fertilize any of my stuff. So we do raised beds.
Do you mix it in with dirt, or you mix it in straight with it?
Just straight
with it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
What is
So that
gin
takes a lot of money.
I have an idea what it is. I might even saw it on a movie one time. But Big Dreams Homestead wants to know what it is.
What is what?
What is gin trash?
Gin
it's gin
trash.
Okay, so after the cotton gins process all of the cotton in the fall, it comes down an auger and it shoots all of the plant-based material, dirt, junk, whatever, out the end of it, and they just make a huge mound of it, and it sits there and decomposes for I guess about 6 months, and then it's free, and we all go out there and just load up. You'll see everybody pulling in with their trailers and big tractors and just dumping it. And so it's all of the cotton hulls, the plant-based material, I mean anything. And some cotton gin trash is better than others. Because we have probably 5 or 6 different gins around our county, and we only go to one because it's the best one. It breaks down a lot easier, and they don't have a lot of the cotton seeds in it, because they do have the cotton seeds, but it's kind of separate from all of the plant, material and stuff. But it's fabulous.
Okay.
Watch our video that's coming out, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. As soon as you break into it with a shovel, the heat just comes out and it is smoking. It is
Emma was talking about
stuff.
you said she could feel
like that.
Yeah. So we can feel the heat coming towards our bodies as we're standing in it and digging it and stuff.
Oh, it's good then. Yeah.
That's all we've ever
used. We're using the Ruth Stout method on our potatoes and our peanuts this year. We're planting peanuts for the first time. And we're using the Ruth Stout. Morris Patch of Heaven told us about it, our dear friends, and it is thriving. I cannot wait to harvest. I'm so excited about it. I wanted to give a big shout out to Eric Cream Chan Jagdeo. He got an 85 on his agri science test today. Way to go, Eric. Yes. He is such a smart boy. Hi, Joe. How are you? Joe Serrano. I'll tell you what, he's a smart boy. Oh, free handedly. Thank you, Nisi. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love to see kids succeed. And Eric, if he doesn't become a world famous chef one day, I don't know what's wrong with the world. He rocks it. And he's amazing. I think one of the things that thrills me most is seeing kids on the homestead, not with their face in a computer, but out planting a garden, doing animal husbandry, taking care of the land and loving it. That just makes my soul sing. I get so excited about it, and
that's why I make my kids come out
your
with
kids dance. That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. And you're involved with them, and I think that's a big part of society is we've gotten away from the family unit, and we did everything together growing up. Everything. I didn't stay home. I didn't have the option to sit in front of a phone. Well, I didn't have a phone, but we had
when I was growing up either.
We had the old rotary phone. But I think I love this community because of the wholesomeness and the willingness for people to share their knowledge. It just blows my mind. I mean, honestly, I could be on the computer all day learning.
Yeah.
But we have such an amazing community, and I am so blessed that each and every one of you in here contribute to that, and it is pretty awesome. I mean, y'all are just amazing. Everyone is amazing. You
Yeah,
know,
and I
Joe
love
doesn't have a
creativity.
channel yet. He'll get there.
I
We're
like the
working on it.
creativity of everybody, that comes up with all the different ideas on how to do stuff and how to reuse stuff and repurpose, because that's what I love to do. I go side of the road shopping all the time. And
Yeah.
I tell Steven, I'm like, we got to go home, get the truck, and go back and get that because that's good stuff. And
Yeah.
that was one of Logan's projects last year. I give my kids projects; they can pick whatever they want to do. And his project last year was using tires and planting flowers around the garden. So we use, old tires and stuff just to plant flowers around the garden. We're not eating out of it or anything, so it's not going to hurt
Right.
nothing. But to
Yeah.
help with the pollinators, because we didn't have anywhere to plant flowers. And so that was his project last year. And speaking of peanuts, Emma's actually going to do peanuts this year. And
Yay.
my dad did peanuts a few years ago, and he said he didn't have a great turnout, but he just threw them in the ground kind of thing. Didn't really research or take care of them much. Just threw them in the ground, let them do their due. And so Emma's going to do them this year. And my dad also does the root stout method, which he actually didn't know that's what it was. He just went out there and threw some potatoes on the ground and pounded a whole bunch of trash and junk on top of it, and they grew.
And
I
they
was like,
grew.
"Oh,
Yeah.
you're doing the root stout method." And he's like, "The what?" Never mind.
Well, here's my theory in gardening. I've been called the reckless gardener because, um, oh, thank you, Joe. The only thing I do, because I like to do it, is I pinch the suckers off and I'll
Yep.
pinch the bottom leaves off because it helps it. Hi, Ilkanaram. Welcome. But I think we baby our gardens too much. I think that God created plants to grow in their natural state, and they don't have us sitting there picking on them all the time and pruning them, doing this and doing that. I am a naturalist when it comes that way. I want to leave it alone.
Yeah,
If
hands off.
like right now, our apple tree and our new pear tree has copper on the leaves. And I've read up on it. There's nothing you can really do until next year. Just keep fertilizing, take care of them, and let them go. Because in nature, they go through this cycle. They go through these things, and admittedly, I do prune my cucumbers because that keeps the water from hitting on the bottom and all those yellow leaves. And
Never done that.
I have found that it is extremely successful in the production of your cucumbers. So as you do with your tomatoes, cut the bottom leaves off, keep them pruned up, keep that stem clear, and you will have the most amazing cucumber and tomato production that you've ever had. But stop babying your plants. Let Mother Nature do her thing.
Yep.
Or in my world, let God do his thing.
You see,
And
I've never topped my peppers or anything. Didn't even know what that was until last year.
no, I don't do it. I don't do it at all. I've told a friend to do it, but I don't do it. I let them grow, and they've been successful. I didn't know what topping a dang pepper was. I had no idea, but it does help, I suppose. It helps bring that growth up and keep it from sucking it to the bottom. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I think that we need to learn to let God be God and quit farting around with nature, basically. So, but I have this thing. I have to go get the suckers. I just can't resist it now.
Yeah. Well,
I
you know,
know.
the more you baby your plants, I mean, the more work you're doing. You know,
Yeah.
you kind of have to step back sometimes and, you know, just I'm done with it, you know, just let it grow and keep it tamed and, you know,
Yes.
don't let it take over, but you know, you can't just keep doing the same thing every day all day long. You'll wear yourself out.
Yes. Yes. Oh my! You're a slave to your garden then, and it's no more
Yes.
fun. And the garden is my happy place.
Yep.
And when I go out there, I just want to piddle around. I don't want to be a slave to it. So,
Right.
um,
And this year I'm
yeah.
really excited because, you know, I've always grew herbs and stuff for cooking, but I'm getting into the herbal medicinal side and I'm a nurse. I work at home. I'm a nurse and I'm starting to get into the herbal medicine and making my family's own, you know, medical cabinet kind of thing with the stuff I'm growing. And so I'm really excited to start doing that this year. And I've been diving into it. And the raised beds that I'm building from our big backyard renovation is going to be where all of my medicinal stuff is. And I'm super excited to see how it's going to grow. And then next year, how everything comes back. And I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to keep it
Yeah.
pruned and trained, but I'm going to let it do its thing. You know, what dies is, you know, annually I'll replant if it doesn't reseed itself. But other than that, I just want it to grow and be pretty and, you know, provide the medicine to my family that we need, which we don't
Hmm.
ever go to the doctor anyways. But, you know, I want
Yeah.
it to have it if somebody needs it.
Yeah. Tinker's wife said, pruning is a proven way to get better and more fruit too. The Bible talks
Right.
about pruning for that, and that's true. That is true. I'm pruning, so
Yep.
that. Yeah, that's true, Patty. You're absolutely right, and I do prune a little bit. And I do go to my garden. Evan is going to have to go tomorrow, or he will never get any strawberries because I'm not weighing my strawberries. We're eating them, so he's going to
The
have to
birds are
hurry up.
enjoying berries.
It's the first year I've grown strawberries, and it's so nice to walk out and just pick them and eat them. I love
Yeah.
it. It's
And I gave
amazing.
away probably 300, 400 plants this year to friends and stuff. And I started out with 8 last year. And
I
I
planted
gave them away.
24, so how many will I get out of that? You'll have to help me.
Thousands of new babies.
Oh, that's awesome. I can share them. Yay.
I
Yay.
every year, see, I started with 8 plants, and every year I pull off probably 2 to 300 safely, and then I'll still have some left over that are either not big enough, or if I transplant them, maybe they don't live or something like that. But
Oh, yeah.
hundreds,
When my friend from Move North comes the end of this month to butcher the pigs with us, I'm going to have her show me. I mean, she gave me 2 plants, but they died in our freezing weather. And then
yeah,
I bought some other ones from the Amish store. And yeah, so I'm going to have her show me how to, you know, take those off and
and
give them to
I have a
friends.
video about that.
Oh, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. You know, I told Boots and Bounty last night or yesterday, hey, Beehive, uh, I told them that I know I have been subscribed to them for a year,
Yep.
but I have not seen their videos, but I keep seeing them. And so I go to YouTube and I'm like, I'm not subscribed. I was so
Yep.
mad. And
Yep.
because you get lost. I mean, you get lost in how many subscribers you are once you start growing. And yeah, so
And you know, a lot of
I'm
people are running
subscribed.
into that
I'm
now that
catching
you
up.
know that they're not subscribed, or either the notifications get turned off. You
It
got to watch.
happens with Gail all the time. Gail Southern Living. She said I see she's on live, and I'm
Yep.
like texting her. You're not live. Yeah, I didn't get a notification. I get so frustrated. I know Dean and Joyce come on every Monday at 5:30 because I moderate for her. And, you know, I know Pafford was coming on at a certain time. Hey, Josh, the homesteader. But, you know, I mean, there's certain people I moderate for a lot of channels, so I know when they're on. And, yeah, I watched your channel when you first started. And then, you know, oh no, yeah, don't y'all go back to our old videos. Please have mercy. Because I have people watching my own videos and I'm like, oh God, no. You know, the phone held wrong, no teeth. Yeah, it was yeah. So yeah. But um it's it's sort of frustrating, but anyway, it's the YouTube way. So and Gail Southern Living just got monetized. Yay! So happy for her. She's worked so hard. Okay, Conrad moved their live stream to 7 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. So guess who's next? Conrad. Oh, yeah, you'll be after me.
Here. It would be 6 here, ain't it? 7 Eastern.
Central, they're Eastern.
There'll be 6 here. Central.
Are you Central?
Yeah, I'm Central.
I'm Central. Where are you guys at?
West Tennessee.
Okay. You're an hour ahead of me. You sure you're Central?
It's 6:54 right now.
It's 6:54 here too. Okay. Oh, you are the same time. That's bizarre because my other friend. Oh, wait. Duh. They're in North Carolina. My bad.
They'll be.
My bad.
Okay. Yeah,
it'll
be here 7 there.
So he'll be right after me.
Oh, 7 Central. Okay, yeah, you will be right after. Well, we gotta hurry and get off of here then. We gotta go check that one out.
Yeah. So, well, we'll wait and we'll go do a love raid. Right. It'll be my.
I gotta go dance.
You gotta go dance. Yeah.
We're actually gonna go live and let everybody kind of see, you know, what we do and listen to the music and all that. I mean, we're just gonna let it run and we'll chat a little bit in between songs and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. You know, we've never done one live on YouTube like that before, so just to kind of let people see what we do and that kind of thing and just sit and enjoy it if they want to.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. I love it. Hey, Gail, would you mind putting Conrad's link in the description for folks so we can just, you know, folks that may not be sub can go over there and do a raid. Let's do a raid. I love doing raids. Oh, I love it. I've only got to do one raid, and it was so fun. It was on His Way Homestead. I love Doug and Shelly. They're awesome people. So anyway, never been to one of your lives. Seeing if I get over there. Okay, yeah, they've got an awesome channel, and they raise sheep and chickens and maybe goats. I can't remember. That's terrible. Anyway, so okay, y'all. Thank you, Boots and Bounties, for coming. It was so fun getting to know you.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to get to meet you. We have friends in Tennessee.
You're the first ones that's done like an interview kind of thing with us, so I'm excited to get it out to let people see.
Yay! Woo! That's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to be on with Gail Monday night, so we're making our way around, and we are excited. Very excited.
I finally beat Gail to someone. She's on it. She's always on it. Oh, well, thank you, Patty. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're going to head over to Conrad's Homestead. We'll give him a couple seconds to take a breath. It was so wonderful getting to know y'all. And hopefully one day, Lord willing, we'll get to meet you in person. I will be super excited about it. Okay, we'll have you back because y'all are fun. All right.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Y'all be blessed.
Bye.
Love well. Bye.
Bye bye.